Hi, this is Aegis Night. It is December 26th, 2024, the day after Christmas, and I want to restart learning guitar, um, and basically dedicate at least 50 weeks, which is about a year, to see how much I improve. I really want to go and see how far I can go. Basically, see how far I can go with just dedication and discipline. I always wanted to play the guitar well. Um, sorry, I always wanted to. I always wanted to, basically, learn guitar and then play along with other people. Um, I know a few chords this, um, like this, E minor, A major, A major. I took courses when I was a kid. I remember I cried a lot because of fear of failure, and my teacher freaked out that, like, oh, this kid is crying. I hope their parents don't, like, scold me or whatever. I kind of feel sorry for my instructor. If you're my instructor, Steve, if you're watching this, hi, it's that kid who cried a lot, that 8-year-old who cried a lot, like a few years ago, several years ago. When I mean several, like a few decades, a decade or two ago. Um, but yeah, so I am gonna start this vlog weekly. This is week number 1. I have already practiced diligently every day for about an hour for like a few days. So it's like day 3, 4, about 3 or 4. I started picking back up on. I put it on and off lately. There are times where there's months where, like, oh, I play it every day, and there are weeks I'm like, I play it like 2 or 3 hours, and then there'll be months and almost years that, like, I didn't thought about this, even though it's right to my side. I have other guitars, but this is the one that I like the most. Um, so yeah, my guitar goals is from least important, and all of them are important, but least important to most important. Like, what do I really want to get out of the year? The least important to most important. First one is basically learn 2 hard solos. So my 2 songs that I want to try, or 1 song and 1.5, the 2 solos are basically the solo from Crazy Train by Black Sabbath and Mr. Crowley by Black Sabbath, or Ozzy Osbourne, but it has Randy Rhoads, so I think they're called Black Sabbath at the time. I don't know. Basically, Randy Rhoads solos. Um, that is extremely difficult. I do not have the finger dexterity nor the timing yet, but and I like, you gotta play on like these frets from like 12 to 19 at like the high strings. So that's all well and good, and I have an idea of how to do hammer-ons pull off. Uh, it's pretty not loud enough, but yeah, I can do. Yeah, I can do hammer-on pull-ups. Like, my technique is not a beginner, but I want to improve. Like, I can do chords, I can do arpeggios, I can do, like, read sheet music, I can read tabs. I have those practices when I was a kid, and now as an adult, picking it up and on off. The only thing I didn't have was the discipline and kind of like the dedication to, serve a year, to this. So the next important goal for me is to learn "Snow" by Heyo, by Red Hot Chili Pepper. I Again, it's mostly finger dexterity, but also, like, I can get away with just learning the solos for Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley, as difficult as they are. In fact, I might learn Crazy Train solo alone because I know it's been double tracked, and They kind of have slightly different notes. If you were wondering about that, why it sounds so unique and not other single players could ever sound the same like that, because not only it's double tracked, but they are playing, but Randy Rhoads is playing different notes in each track, so like slightly different notes. So Snow by Red Hot Chili Pepper is I want to learn the whole song. I know of how it goes, like I know how it goes, like uh, yeah. So like I know how, I think I remember where I put my fingers and what chords I play. I mean, I can find the sheet music pretty easily, but you know, just dedicating to the finger exercise, um, it will be very helpful for me. And like, it's a hard song. Frusciante is a very talented guitarist, and I just, you know, want to take inspiration from him. The next goal that I want to get better to have is learn 20 Nirvana songs. I know a couple, and I love Nirvana. Know, I think listened to at least 90%, maybe 95% of discography, at least the things I can find on YouTube. Um, I don't, uh, I don't really search for like unreleased songs. Sometimes they're there in YouTube, but like I don't know. Like I know About a Girl. I know It Smells Like Teen Spirit. I know In Bloom. I know like Something in the Way, but very less so like Love Buzz or Mexican Seafood. I know of it, but I don't listen to it as much. But that's the extent of how in depth I know about Nirvana. Not saying I'm not trying to gatekeep or anyone or saying true fans. It's just Nirvana is also like a very like the style of guitar that Kurt uses with that is helpful. It is like kind of like what I want to do. Um, my and I know I already have a head start on the 20 Nirvana songs. I like know 4 or 5. Some entirely, some not entirely, and I just want to put that in my repertoire. Kind of like learn songs as I go along. But 20 Nirvana songs are like, okay, I need this as a motivation. I'll learn other songs too if there's any like requests or anything like for me to work on and all that stuff. The next important one is better technique. So better use of chords, better use of finger dexterity, like playing. Right now I'm playing with a pick, and this is very pretentious, but I like to play with quarter. I don't. I tried other picks. I tried like the standard regular picks, like 7 millimeter, 0.7 millimeter. Too light for me. Not heavy enough. I know there's like 2 millimeters, like pretty thick ones, but they're also plastic, and they're usually like they have a tip, like not rounded like this. They have direction, and that is helpful for like sweeping through, and like having light finger, light touches to the string to strum it, but like to move along. That right now I like the quarter right now because is round, and I don't have to, like if I spin it around, I like after moving and stuff, like I don't have to worry about adjusting it, which can be which can be a crutch at with other picks, better picks. But also, like, a quarter is really easy to find compared to other pick. A pick, I gotta go to a guitar center or go to a guitar shop to, like, buy more. But a quarter, I can just go to the bank or, like, find it on the street. And it feels kind of like grunge and punk to do a quarter, to use a quarter for a pick. But yeah, I like it. It's round, it's thick, it's heavy. It feels nice on my hands. But anyways, like better technique, like doing finger dexterity, doing the spider every day, randomization, doing chord randomization every day. So, uh, you know, just to feel that transition, just to play a lot better and a lot tighter. and all of this is my most important goal is to hear and play. So like I hear a song and then I play along the melody or play along the rhythm, just basically jam out, get better at that, and that would be so that actually is my most important goal for this year. I want to hear something, like hear a song and then play along. I've been inspired by this, like a actually a drum channel where they invite a lot of drummers from different bands, like Chad from Red Hot Chili Pepper. I don't think they did Dave Grohl yet. They get jazz teachers, and then they actually play a song that they never played before, and they fill in as the drums, and it's a really unique style. And I not only do I want to find my voice right now, it'll be nice to find my voice, but I want to hear and play what I want to play, and that's usually with the melody or with the rhythm, at least in key, at least in the same timing. Just I want to have that skill. To use that, I want to go to jam sessions or play live or whatever. I just at some point in life, in terms of my guitar journey, I do want to play with an audience. Songwrite, I don't know. Maybe I have some background into that. I'm not a musician by trade, obviously. But yeah, I just want to hear something. Like the measurability of this goal, like I'll hear a verse and a chorus or an intro, just like 8 to 16 measures, and I can like already like, okay, I know the timing, I kind of know the vibe, I kind of know the key, I kind of know the like going more into music theory, because I've learned a little bit or two about music theory, kind of learn about the key, the mode, the timing, the all that stuff. What chords to play with, like what triad, what set, like add a seventh, add a, extend the chords to ninth and 11th. Like, yeah, need to learn more about that with the ninth and 11th. But for a guitar, the most you can do is like sevenths, like major seventh, maybe ninth. Like the most you can do is actually like to 11, but like that means using all 6 strings, and depends on what you put your capo or your first fret finger. But anyways, I want to learn how to hear and play. I'm more, like I said, I'm more into the pick instead of fingerstyle, because this is electric guitar. If I want to go fingerstyle, I'd rather use acoustic, because it'll be nicer and easier on my fingers. I don't have the calluses. I actually have calluses on my left hand, my fret hand, than on my right. So I have felt not the pain, but like I have tougher skin. What I need to have is the muscle endurance to play for an hour and stuff like that. So yeah, so in short, my goals are learn 2 hard solos, learn Snow, learn 20 Nirvana songs, get better technique, and to hear and play. And I think I think those are realistic goals to get by 1 year or 50 weeks. Hell, maybe even like 25 weeks. There will be times where I'll be out of town and stuff so I can't vlog or practice. So, call it like 50 weeks instead of a whole year. But I'll be practicing at least every day for an hour, and I'll do a vlog like this for an hour. Not for an hour, for a day out of the week. And yeah. And finally, I'll just disclose what my schedule for the hour. It's 5 minutes of, I'm going to record 5 minutes of me playing the spider, just to show my inertial progression throughout the year. Do a chord randomizer, or just play chords that I know and just feel the transition and kind of build up that muscle memory. Again, for 5 minutes. I'm going to record both, so I'm going to use a metronome, use also keep in time, but also practice my finger dexterity, my fret dexterity, my picking, timing, all that stuff, and see how well I improve from week 1 to week 25 to week 50. And then 10 minutes after that, I'll recall a song, like play it, like play one song that I know that I'm trying to remember. Like right now, I'm learning Lounge Act, and I think I'm got the hang of it. So I'm gonna try The Man Who Sold the World, both by Nirvana. The Man Who Sold the World is originally David Bowie, but you know, I'm learning the Nirvana rendition. Nirvana does quite a number of covers, um, believe it or not, and they are a lot more iconic than like the people who first wrote it, like Dimension Seven, and at least Where Did You Sleep Last Night is also a cover, I believe too. Um, yeah. So song recall. Next 10 minutes, I'm gonna learn a song. That is like go to sheet music or actually, or if I'm well enough, ear train, like try to guess what they're trying to play, whether it be YouTube or Songster or whatever. Yeah, I'll just learn that song, and yeah, uh, just learn as much as I can at 10 minutes. And for 15 minutes, I'm gonna basically play as much as I know or remember, in time, with metronome, and just you know just rehearse, just play well, just play the as much as I know the song, maybe all of it, maybe some of it, maybe a part of it, um, and like just nail it in the what are the efficiencies, what are the technique, what are things to make make life easier. Like in better tech, I I've seen a lot of beginners, like including me, like have the flying pinky, like flying pinky. Yeah. I want to like get. I'm a little bit better, but yeah, I'm a little bit better, but like have an economy emotion with basically rehearsing the song is the economy emotion, like changing chords. This is also going through spider and chords, like A major, D minor. I noticed that I don't lift up my middle finger because it's where it's supposed to be on both chords. So things like that is help me with better tech during rehearsal. And then that will be for 15 minutes, and I'll try to record like if I feel good enough, like okay, I know the song through and through. Timing could be better. I'll play along and record that and put that in my backing. Um, and then finally, after 15 minutes, I'll be ear training. So I'm gonna pick a song that usually I know. Sometimes I might not know. Right now, it's either like pop songs or songs that I know. So they're pretty easy that I'm familiar with, and just basically know, uh, basically play along. Usually the melody and what they're playing, or the rhythm what they're playing. So like either take their bass line, their rhythm, their melody, solo, whatever. Just basically learn from that and learn a lick from that, and um, help my help my hearing and playing skill. And that'll be like 5 to 15 minutes. And if it's the vlog day, I'll set aside 10 minutes of my hour to the vlog. I know this is like about 20 minutes, so yeah. But this is basically my whole schedule. And then I'll do it throughout the week. Maybe I'll add up some like improvements and challenges like periodically, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever. Maybe like one day I was like, okay, just this day I'm gonna learn ear train, or just this day I'm gonna just do like not spider, but like variations of the spider, scales, whatever. Yeah, that's one thing I want to get better at is the scales. Spider is a scale, but it's chromatic. I do want to do spider eventually with the like scales. If you don't know what spider is, it's basically an exercise in to do your finger dexterity. Like this is achromatic. I'm going 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 for each of the strings, and I go back up. 8675, 8765, like going down and up, and in time without clear notes, you know, it'll help me with technique, and that will help with scales too. Um, and yeah, so yeah, that's my whole goal, and this is week one. I hopefully my other vlogs will be a lot shorter than this. I'm gonna keep it to 10 minutes, but this is my whole uh, introduction vlog. So yeah, and I'm not recording. I'm just recording on my iPhone. I think the sounds are good enough, and if they're not, and I check the vlog, and I'm talking low, but like you can hear the guitar pretty well. Um, I'll put myself on the mic or something. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you in next week or a few weeks from now because I'll be out of town, but I will see you again and I will have made improvements. I think I'm gonna put some like at the end, probably like a song or uh, basically to show my progress during the week that I recorded. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, try again. I hope you